What's up, guys?
It's your channel, my channel.
I don't know. Okay, let it be for my channel because I want you to curse.
Okay.
So was it a woman?
What are we talking about?
No, we'll get to the sales volume.
Ah.
But the woman who commented
So
about
somebody
the thing.
commented under one of Mark's videos that, and I didn't like the comment. She seemed nice, but her comment was, Becky is super nice, but she interrupts Mark too much. So YouTube is part of my business and Mark's business.
Yeah.
So my goal is not to be super nice. It's to speak and be heard.
Yeah.
Mark is not a shy person. And since she said that, I've tried to stop interrupting Mark, and I have hardly spoken in the videos. So I'm going to interrupt Mark because he doesn't stop talking.
And who is this woman? You know her name?
I don't know. I do, but I don't.
Whoever she, oh come on. Whoever you are, calm the fuck down. It's not that fucking serious, for fuck's sake.
Like, I'm going to interrupt because I want to be heard. And what's the point?
And you kind of have to.
I think it says a lot as well about Mark because he earns a lot more money than I do. I live basically in one of his houses for free, and he lets me interrupt him.
Yeah, like I know I talk a lot. Like I talk a whole, like my girlfriend tells me I talk a lot. When I was a child, I used to, like at night, I used to lay down with my head on my mother's stomach and talk to her. And she'll be falling asleep. I was like, listen. And I'll wake her up and continue talking to her. And I hope to fucking God that my kids don't talk as much as I do. Because that would be fucked.
Yeah, and sometimes in life you have to interrupt, otherwise you'll be waiting for your moment to speak. This is what I used to do a lot. I used to wait for the right time to speak, and I would just never get to say anything. So now I interrupt people, and I'm glad I interrupt people.
So yeah.
So is that what we're doing?
So calm the fuck down, whoever you are, lady. But let's get into what this video was supposed to be about.
Okay.
So someone commented asking Becky what her sales volume, if she could talk about the difference in sales volume between eBay UK and eBay US.
Yeah.
And so I don't know.
So I don't know how many listings I have on eBay US now, but it's probably less than 200. So like less than 10% of the listings I have on the UK.
You crossed 2,000 listings on the UK? Oh, sweet.
So the biggest difference I notice is that my US listings get a lot more, not watches, views a lot more quickly. So if I list something in the UK and then immediately list something in the US is going to get more views, but there's a lot more buyers or people looking at eBay in the US, so that makes sense. I don't know if the sales volume is obviously less because of the listings.
But are you getting sales every day?
No. I've had like four sales I think in the US totally,
okay.
And I've been doing it for less than a month. So, but when I was doing it in the UK, I didn't get my first sale until I had like 80 listings. But I was like listing every day. Like.
And when did you get your first sale in the US?
I may have had. I probably had about the same, to be honest. I probably had about the same, but I just spent a lot less time on it because I know what I'm doing and I'm using Hydrolister now. So. Yeah.
So I don't know. So. We can't answer your question.
Yeah, sales volume. Once I get to, I'm never going to have the same amount of, my goal isn't to have the same amount of listings in the US, although maybe, we'll see how it goes, but I'd have to have like listings to know whether the sales volume is higher. I don't know.
But yeah, so she's seen more views, you've seen more watchers, like faster watchers or no?
About the same amount.
So I guess we'll give you motherfuckers an update after Christmas.
Yeah, and I'm selling, so things that I know sell well in the UK is what I'm using to sell in the US. And there's certain keywords that I use that I notice, and I think it must be that keyword that I notice gets a lot of attention and sales, so I'm using those keywords where I can. And so yeah, it's going to be an unfair competition to judge my UK versus my US because I've learned so much on my UK. So, but I'll let you know how it's going. Yesterday I had a sale that was a $20 profit.
In the US?
In the US. Yeah, that was cool.
Okay. So hopefully, again, we can't, and I knew it, she couldn't answer that question immediately because it's way, like you have much less time and experience. But hopefully we can give, I personally think, okay, well, I can give you my experience, right?
Yeah.
I was dropshipping in UK and the US. You motherfuckers should know. And what I've noticed is that it takes less people to watch. Like, okay, this is how I look at it, right? Like when I get views in watchers, like the watchers are like a pump to pump up a balloon, and then when it has too many, the balloon pops, and then I get a sale.
Yeah.
And I noticed that in the UK, it takes a lot more watchers to get a sale.
Yeah. I have items that, like, I interrupted you.
Yeah.
I have items that have, there's one in particular that must have had like 50 watches, so many views. I've sold it once.
In the UK?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I never think, oh, it's got watches, it's gonna sell. I just list. I used to waste so much time looking like, how many views do I have, how many watches do I have, and it just means nothing. I get so many sales from items that have very few relative views for how long they've been listed and no watches that it's not worth me.
Why about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know, but culturally people shop less in the UK, no?
I assume
like people
so.
don't have like like I feel like in the US people just buy shit.
Yeah.
It's a consumer. I mean, it's maybe the only true capitalist country, right?
Yeah.
And consumerism, so people just buy shit. So anyway, I think there are more shoppers in the US. The market is a lot bigger, but again, once Becky gets more into it, she'll give you a more like complete
next for 2018
answer.
I'll probably do like more regular updates and see. I want to see how big I can grow the US for. It's the only annoying thing I find about it, if anyone's wanting to do UK and US on the same account, which is what I do. And you just log into eBay.com with your same, you have to have a store I think though, with your same login and then just list and it will be on the US. The only annoying thing is you can't look at your list, I can't like look at my US listings, look at my, it's all together.
Yeah. So it is all together.
So it's a bit annoying to like manage your account. Whether I'm logged into UK or US, when I look at my listings,
it's all together.
All together, all mixed up.
Oh shit,
it's difficult
I didn't know
to see like, yeah.
And what about the payments? Does your PayPal account convert the money?
Same PayPal account and it converts it. There might, I don't want to, I'll say it, there might be an option to
keep it.
To keep it or convert it. And I say that because when I got some affiliate money from DS Genie that was in dollars, it asked me, do you want to automatically accept this and do you want it to be in dollars or convert it? So there might be an option. And now when I log into my PayPal account, which is a business account, I don't know if this makes a difference, it shows me like, this is your pound balance and this is your dollar balance.
That's what I was going to ask you.
But there's nothing in my dollar balance. So there might be an option to keep it in dollars. If there is, I might do that because...
You might do that because the conversion, you're going to lose money.
Yeah, and I can spend dollars here.
Yeah,
so I can know how much I have in dollars. So yeah.
So actually we answered more questions than we thought. So have a good one, motherfuckers. Subscribe, look in the description for the free shit, and Merry fucking Christmas.
Bye.